Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube Editor's Perspective Podcast. Okie dokie.
And that was just said. Okie
Yep, it was.
dokie.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Going.
And we have Flanders.
Okay, corral.
Okie dokie.
All right. That was a really good impression. But anyway, so we got Proceed, the Comp Bros, and Alex in here today.
What's up?
And we are going to have a little gaming episode. We haven't had one in a little while, and I wanted to talk about a few things that I saw and played.
AKA gloat.
The audience can't see this, but I'm shaking my head already.
And I'm loading my rifle.
And in the first 5 minutes, Lone's been threatened to be killed.
I think the first one. Have we broken a minute yet? Okay, we have broken a minute. All right, so the first 2 minutes. All right, so anyways, I wanted to talk about briefly, I mentioned it in the last one that I got to play Halo 4 at RTX.
Bitch.
I know Comp Bros is not looking forward to it, Proceed's not looking forward to it, but like I'm just going to pretty much kind of confirm and deny their claims. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so with like all the I pretty much they played it a lot there, so I like watched a lot of gameplay and I got to play it once. And at the core of the gameplay, like pretty much just it's Halo. Feels like a Halo, pretty much like shooting mechanics and stuff like that. Bringing back the BR, I'm happy about. You didn't like the BR?
I didn't like Halo in general.
That is true. You never really were the biggest fan.
No, I played Halo 2 because that was the only really good multiplayer shooter that existed back when it was out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the only online multiplayer shooter that worked as flawlessly as it did. The moment I saw a game like Gears of War, I was like, Halo is crap. I'm done with this.
All right. I understand now. But anyways.
Yes.
But as far as for like a person that's liked Halo in the past, like the addition of the BR...
let me clear this up real quick. I'm not a Halo hater. I don't like the game. The story is awesome. I love the plot, and because I've read the books as well.
Okay.
I like the plot. I like the background of the story. I just don't like the game.
That's the thing. I have not seen a whole lot of the campaign. Just they didn't really show anything for the campaign. It's mostly all the multiplayer stuff. But gameplay stuff like that. Forge apparently has been improved greatly. I know. I guess in one of the I was not at the panel, but at one of the panels, Jack and Jeff played the first game of Achievement Horse in Halo 4.
Nah, I believe it.
But or actually, it's like Achievement Pie. They only played the PI in Pig. But anyways, and so like that's shown improvements and stuff like that, and they pretty much shown yes, we have machinima functionality. You can lower the weapons, yada 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 yada. But the thing though that irked me was this new game type they have called Infinity Slayer. It's Call of Duty. It is literally Team Deathmatch.
Wonderful. That just makes me sick to my stomach. Another Call of Duty remake.
Instead of kills, it's points. You get 10 points per kill, up to a certain score or a certain time limit.
That's what Call of Duty does.
You have... Well, the one thing that they did add, which is actually something people have been asking for, which, in a sense, I could see why, because every other shooter has it, is like the custom loadouts. All shooters pretty much have that now, though. It's pretty much you pick your primary weapon, BR, DMR, Covenant, like rifle, whatever, and your secondary. That I can see, but they also have ordnance drops after a certain amount of kills.
So basically kill streaks.
Exactly. So pretty much, I was playing it and I'm like, this is Call of Duty. Just like the whole game type just kind of irked me a little bit, and they were kind of trying to pull it like we're not trying to copy Call. It was Team Deathmatch. It's talking out of a paper bag. It was ugh. What did you post?
If you want to bring that up now, because I was just putting this out so people could see before I brought it up.
Well, let's all look.
Oh,
Dead or Alive 5, so...
Is that the bikini?
This is team-based combat with Dead or Alive 5, which is looking stunning.
I was
Actually,
Mechanics
that's
of Dead or Alive 5 have always Dead or Alive has always been kind of wonky.
It has, but
That
I
is-
enjoy it.
That's actually that is the one fighter I've never heard you mention or you played, BG.
I
Oh, I
love
played
BG.
Dead or
I
Alive.
love all the Dead or Alive. All of
Me
Oh,
too.
God.
Any
Oh.
mainstream fighter I've probably played at one time or another.
I mean, look
So
how
delicious.
flawless this cooperative fighting is. I'm loving it.
Oh,
That's bad.
all of my
Oh
happiness.
no, because that's just like Street Fighter X Tekken, really, with the tag outs.
I don't think they're taking just because they're taking something good and putting it into their game doesn't mean it's bad.
No,
I didn't say that.
Dead or Alive's always had that since
Sony.
3. Dead or Alive's
Well,
had
yeah,
that tag out system since Dead or Alive.
It kind of
3.
always did.
I'm
Plus,
just
it
saying
just
this is a lot
flowed
like the tag outs from from Street Fighter X Tekken.
Well, I mean, are they any similar or different to the like Marvel vs. Capcom or Tekken Tag?
I'd say it's probably similar to Tekken Tag right now because I have seen Tekken Tag Tournament 2 gameplay, and it does have this type of tag out system, and it is a lot like this. And a lot of these are partner combos, I can tell already. The ones where they're just switching out back and forth, those are probably not partner combos, but the ones where you see the cinematic stuff with both of them doing something at the same time, yeah, those are definitely, you need two specific people to do those types of things. I know my fighters.
Yeah. Dead or Alive, they
So
Japanese fighters and the booby action. Anyways, my body is ready. Speaking of which, but going back to Halo, I'm pretty much almost done. Yeah, just the whole.
I thought Halo was done.
didn't we all?
Well, it's apparently starting up a new trilogy, from
There
what
will
I'm
be
hearing.
no more Halo games after
It's a
Halo.
moneymaker. Microsoft will not let that die. It's a moneymaker. But yeah, as far as story and stuff like that, and then like the new weapons, a lot of the new weapons though, they look like just Forerunner versions of regular weapons. The Shredder looks like a shotgun, and whatever the other rifle just looks like a DMR laser. But I mean, if anything, I'll give it a rental for the play. I'm probably not going to buy it to start, anyways, until I actually play through the campaign and stuff. I'm just wondering because, like, from what I understand, from the campaign trailers and stuff like that, he's going through into a Dyson sphere. You guys know the concept of a Dyson sphere?
Of course.
That is.
Yeah,
No.
of course.
It's not just Halo related. It's science. It's like science and science fiction related.
I say this again. No.
It's essentially pretty much encapsulating a environment or planet inside of a giant mechanical structure.
Ah.
Like what they did in Wild Wild West and the Spider.
I'd say it's more like Men in Black, where they had the marbles and it contained universes.
Yeah, like actually that game I just got done playing through. You played Star Ocean: The Last Hope, right? DA?
Oh, so much time wasted with that game.
But the
Ladies and
The
gentlemen, we
fucking
now
di-
know he hates the game.
No, I love the game, but it was just
He
So
wasted
long.
he spent like 300 hours on that jump.
yes,
diamond thingy.
300
100
hours.
hours.
Oh, this is my.
That's nothing. Hold on. Stop. You think that's a lot? I know people on Diablo who have
Diablo don't count.
put in over 600.
That's
Diablo doesn't
Well,
count.
it's a difference between knowing somebody and being someone.
You
I
are.
am,
You have played 300 hours of a game, but that's it. You stop at 3. Double that.
no, but this is
Double
me.
that.
You're just talking about someone that you know. I am me.
There's
I'm
a dude
personal
out there
it.
with a 500,000 gamer score. I mean, what the heck?
And there's a Korean
It's
dude
not
who started
you.
playing Diablo. I mean, people,
This
this
is-
happens.
I'm just saying, this is him.
This is
That's what
me.
he's saying.
We all know
I've
that Diablo.
lived this.
Diablo. We know that DA is one of those people who will probably one day find that one game he can't separate himself from, sit in front of his TV with a few bottles, a bag of Doritos.
That has been like his last 5 RPGs, dude. You don't. Every time he gets a
Except
game, he
not
lashes.
Doritos.
What
Jesus.
is your clocking
This
time
nigga.
in the DS game you're playing?
Oh,
Devil Survivor. Better
I
be
can't
Devil
remember.
Survivor.
The World Ends With You. I think I'm
So-
at 115 hours.
I could never clock in that many hours in the game.
Dude,
And
I
that's a
feel-
DS
I
game.
feel
in
bad for
his-
myself having put in 67 on Diablo. I
dude,
feel
dude,
bad.
dude. Proceed. We've probably if you put all 7 of them together, you've probably put in at least 300 or 400 hours in dot hack in your life. So that's a thing.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
I would say DA top 10.
No,
not top
I
5.
cleared
You had to have
I
clocked 1,000
I
hours.
cleared the first 4 each
RPG.
game in under 40 hours.
Okay, but still 40, 40, 40, 40. Then how much for the other 3?
Oh
Plus replays.
no,
Plus Forests of
never
Pain and shit
replayed
like that.
of them. Except I replayed Reminiscence only to halfway because I liked the first half of Reminiscence. Let me see. First game I cleared it in 36 hours. Game 2 I cleared it in 52. Game 3, 60.
So that's still about 200 plus hours.
No, he's at 300.
There you go.
Spaced Out. I played the first 4 in a week. I played the second 3 in the span of 3 years.
I'm not even gonna sit here and bullshit. I have 272 hours on Persona 4. I don't give a fuck.
That makes sense.
I don't give a fuck. I have every persona, every weapon, and I'm at the final boss, and I'm waiting until the week before Arena comes out to finish it again, so I don't get tempted to go back.
I know for Vesperia, when I was playing that, I know I clocked in at least over 100 hours. That was through 2 playthroughs, though. Because I think the one carries
Now
the
here's
hours
the
carry
question.
over.
Alex, how many hours of Kingdom Hearts?
Okay, let's see. Because I did everything in every Kingdom Hearts game
I'm
I've ever
sure
played.
that I can match you with whatever time you're gonna throw out there.
Isn't Kingdom Hearts 2 for you like a total of like
I played that
270?
about 4 times,
Okay,
completed
let's
100%.
Kingdom
Oh.
Hearts 1, I've only beaten that one through like 2 times because that's the most
Same.
ridiculous one.
Same.
It's probably about 100 hours total for that. Kingdom Hearts 2, with all the times I replayed it through on Proud Mode just for shits and giggles, there's at least 200 hours there.
Oh, you suck.
Yeah, that's about
That's
right.
one playthrough.
That's about right.
Birth by Sleep, each story took me about 15 hours, maybe a little bit more, because I stopped to level
just
grind a
stopped
lot.
Just-
I can't remember Chain of Memories because I only played it once because it was terrible and it was
Like
horrible.
Memories.
I didn't like playing Chain of Memories as Sora. I like playing Chain of Memories as Riku.
Of course.
That's the only Kingdom Hearts game I liked.
Chain
Never played.
of Memories is the one you like.
Uh-oh.
Never played.
That's like
300
saying Wind Waker is your favorite Zelda game.
Never
Wind
played
Waker wasn't bad.
358.
Yeah, Wind Waker was
'cause-
pretty good.
Long pipe there.
Wind Waker was
Hey,
pretty
I
good.
like that one. Back off, man.
I think the historically the least I wouldn't say worst just because no Zelda's bad, but the least favorite Zelda is Zelda 2.
What about that CDI one?
I'm talking mainstream Zelda games. Fuck those.
Yes, that was
true
needed.
hate right there. That was
Those CDIs are not endorsed in any way by Nintendo. They're just shitty cartoons that got thrown into a game, and no.
I wonder what Ganon is up to. Okay, so
Well, excuse me, princess. That was a cartoon, but
Yeah.
I wanted to throw it in there. But
Yeah.
yeah, Zelda 2 was just because they went from the overtop view, which is pretty much synonymous with like almost every other Zelda, and they went to the side scroller, which
Yeah.
I guess didn't work out too well. But actually, going back to my original discussion that we got completely fucking sidetracked off.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
as you,
But
You are welcome.
DA, the Morphus, there we go. The huge EN2, the huge diamond structure.
Yep.
Imagine putting a planet inside that. That's a Dyson sphere.
Long way to go for that, but all right.
But yeah, that's pretty much. And in one of the books, proceed. Did you read Ghost of Onyx?
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping that they're in that Master Chief goes to that Dyson sphere because they're trapped in one. The Spartan 3s.
If
And
that's
and
where
Halsey.
they're going, I'd love the plot. I still can't play the game. I think the mechanics are crap, but I'd like to see the story. If that's how they played this out.
I want Persona 4 Arena.
That game looks so.
But that's pretty much my. Although the was
Amped
it
up Guilty Gear.
like
That's
always?
kind of the point.
I said like always, Halo does make some good live action trailers. The Forward Until Dawn was a pretty good trailer. But anyways, that's enough for Halo. The other thing I wanted to talk about, which is at some point I'd like us to get this to try it. Have you guys heard of the Arma 2 mod DayZ?
Yes, I have. I was tempted to buy Arma because it was on sale for the Steam sale for like $2, but I didn't buy it.
I haven't actually had money until recently. I get my paycheck tomorrow.
Money bags without money?
Yeah,
Shocking.
interesting. I know. But anyways, so DayZ is pretty much like survival, not really horror, but just a survival game.
Yeah.
At its finest.
Yeah.
Literally, pretty much, it's based off Arma 2, so it's like a third/first person shooter. You can switch between the two. And you have one life. It's an MMO, but you have one life, and that's it. And pretty much you start off with, I just think, a can of beans. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Like a can of beans, maybe like a cantina or something.
Yeah,
But pretty much
what
you
start
have
off with.
a blood level, which is your health. You have a food meter, a water meter, and then just kind of like, I'm not sure if it's like energy or just like psyche meter. But pretty much you have all these different things you have to monitor and keep track of. And it's pretty much free roam type area. You're walking around, looking around for stuff, supplies, and there's zombies all around. The thing is, when you hit it, or like pretty much it's like when you get hit by a zombie, or like you get hit or shot by anything, you start bleeding, you start losing blood. Only way to do that is to get bandages and to like pretty much bandage yourself up. And then there's a whole bunch of different injuries you can get. So it's like, say you get hit in the arm, you can break your bones, hurt your leg.
It's survival.
It's literally survival. So pretty much, say like you break your leg, you're almost guaranteed to die because you can't walk. You have to army crawl until you can find morphine to pretty much numb the pain in order to get stuff to heal your leg. And then pretty much as you're walking around, you get a whole bunch of different items. You can find a gun, and so pretty much, and then you have ammo. But the thing is, you have to use the gun sparingly because if you try to shoot a zombie, it attracts like 5 other zombies in the area.
If you've
towards
watched
you.
The Walking Dead, it's the same concept. Sound brings zombies.
Yeah. So and then like they just recently put in hatchets, which is like good dispense of zombies quietly.
Yes.
But anyways, the thing is though, not only do you have to worry about the zombies, you have to worry about other people.
People are always assholes in zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty much like you're like, say like you're in a watchtower, just kind of looking out. You see a person, they start walking towards the thing, and then you pretty much you have like a text speech where you can actually like yell out like to local people in the area like, who's there? And then like I've read stuff where it means it's like, who's there? They don't answer. You fire a warning shot. You're like, who's there? Tell me right now. Are you a friend or a foe? And it's pretty like. It's the friendships are tested, I guess. It's like the best way to say it, because I mean, like, I think it was actually they were playing it on the E stage at RTX.
Yeah.
And just like during a thing, like some people will be like working together, and then of course one of the like Miles, one of the Rooster Teeth guys, he's like, oh by the way, we're gonna add a stipulation: whoever kills somebody that's playing right now gets a prize. The 2 people immediately turn to each other to kill each other.
Zombie apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. Common respect goes out the window.
Exactly. Your dead weight, you're dead. Pretty much. And then, and also the game, depending on where the server is, it's in real time. So if you're, it's the servers like, say, if the servers like, Detroit, Cleveland area for like, say, like me and the Compros, right now we'd be playing during the night. And when it's day, it's day, and it's night. And then, like, you can also, I'm trying to think of all the other stuff you can do. Like, you can build shit to an extent. Like, you can get, like, car parts to fix up a car and drive around. You can get a bicycle.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
And that game, though, has immense trolling abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Which I want to do. Where you pretty much, it's like you start shooting around, you kite zombies into a group of people just to watch them die. It's horrible.
That's brilliant.
Well, I know what's happening to us when we play.
Imagine somebody building up all their food and water, and they're just like pow, pow, pow. Zombies.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do to y'all.
That
I mean-
is
gonna,
a
like,
Tsubasa move.
you're
I
just
mean,
gonna be
in all
standing there
honesty,
stacking,
you
just
see-
pop out and just run me off in the distance.
You're
But
just
think
kinda
about,
stuck.
think about it. They have now done your job for you.
That's what I was about to say. You could just be stalking a person while they're getting all the supplies. You just have a gun, cap them in the head. You got water and food.
Not even cap in the head. If they're
Hatchet
not
to the
clear,
back.
if they're not
Go
close,
complete
That's what they're
dude.
gonna be
If
like
you don't
in a
wanna be
real
that-
apocalypse.
if you don't want to be that guy and be seen and have the chance of being fired back on, put your gun in the air when you're by their camp, shoot it, run away, and hide. And
Exactly.
watch them do your job, and they don't know what the hell just happened to them, and their supplies are now yours.
I mean, DA put the nail in the head. That's the like. You watch zombie apocalypse movies, you're like, God, man, why would that person act like that? Why don't they work together? That game makes you realize why they don't.
Yep.
You guys would be like that.
No,
See,
me,
the zombie
Alex,
apocalypse-
And you would die first, PG.
me
would.
and Alex,
That's the way it's gotta be then. I'd
Me and
rather
Alex
keep my
would be
humanity.
me and Alex will be kings.
It just-
I'd rather keep my humanity than lose it just to survive an extra.
Fine
See,
humanity.
See, you talking about humanity. I'm gonna be the nigga like, look, he's a weak link. He's talking about humanity. I swear to God, if he slows us down once, cut his fucking head off. And whoever does it,
I'm talking about shooting up villages so zombies attack.
Hey guys, someone need help over there. Bang!
head
That's
down,
PG.
keep moving.
But
He twisted his ankle. Well, we got meat tonight, boys.
Exactly.
Actually,
Speaking of
see,
which,
you mentioned the thing that me.
cannibal thing in The Walking Dead.
Yes.
Oh,
In the game, I
oh,
called
it's just such an innocent farm with the day
Right,
eating
it
niggas.
came- remember when it cut off? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure these people are cannibals, and it cut off. Called it.
But anyways, although I have to comment upon what Proceed said. You like, all right, me and Alex here would be kings. But when one of you gets tired of the other, who's going to be the king?
Oh, that's a simple question. And Alex knows the answer.
See, the thing about it is, I'll take him with me.
Exactly. We'd both die. There is
No
no
one
simple-
lives.
He'll be like, I got you now. But like, hey, guess what? I have a grenade belt. Sup now, bitch? And that's it.
But yeah, I would love to if somehow we can all get it and just try to survive for
I could
like.
get it. It's still on sale for like $6 right now, I think.
Let me go see if my laptop can handle the son of a bitch.
It's not that powerful graphically. It's just I think the other people is really the big thing.
Jump on Steam right now and check this out.
But yeah, just see how long we can all survive and try. I put the emphasis on try to work together.
I'm killing BG and DA real quick.
Yeah, I agree.
DA won't be on because DA first off doesn't like those kind of games, and second off we
That's
don't
right.
have.
That's right. DA is too busy spreading friendship is magic.
Friendship is man.
Spreading it. It doesn't spread it.
It's a disease.
It is indeed. It is
Also known as crabs.
also.
So Reggie,
I haven't tried to convert anybody yet, so I'm not spreading it.
Yet.
I've already had a
swear to
That's
God.
keyword
Hey,
there.
What were
It's
you?
gonna happen sooner
What
or
was the
later.
second
but
point you were making?
Swear to God, DA.
I didn't bring it up. Somebody else
DA,
did.
I'm telling you.
But anyway.
What was
What,
your
what
second?
are you telling me, Alex?
I swear to God, if we get to Yoma and I see anything pony related, I'm suplexing you. I
Well,
don't
You better
care.
close your eyes,
You
then.
get suplexed, niggas.
You better close
Yes.
your eyes.
You get suplexed.
You will walk up to him and there'll be a giant ass pony face on a medallion around his neck.
And I was like, Lone, move the shit. You don't always get fucked up, move the shit.
And I'm just gonna stand there and let
Jack
you
the price
suplex.
back up. Damn it.
There's a lot of setup for a suplex. And
I'm gonna buy Arma 2 tomorrow.
We
'Cause
know.
it's $16.
How much
Okay.
is it?
16.
Uh,
I missed.
Yeah, it was on sale not too. They might go back on sale. We got 3 days.
if
Yeah,
we
well,
go
I'll
on
pay
sale,
attention.
Damn it.
well, good luck, you guys. May the power protect you.
It seems kind of interesting.
It does.
I'm a fan
It
of
is
Arma.
interesting. I mean,
And I've been wondering why they haven't done a game like that yet. Just especially within the last 2 to 3 years. I mean, zombie stuff has been
People are
huge.
douchebags.
that's the answer from
He
BG.
just says that because he know he's gonna be the first.
But you know
guy.
what? Those douchebags are all consumers that want to buy it.
He
Okay,
just says
let's
he's
do it
gonna,
like-
he just says that
Well,
because he knows
people
he's
are
gonna
probably
die.
gonna buy it, But if it's like a monthly charge for the servers and everything,
It's not.
let's just say, if it wasn't on Steam, it probably would be like this. If it was a retail game, $20-$30 in the store, and $5-$10 a month for the servers and everything. If people are doing like months of labor to build up their food and supply, and then one douchebag runs up and shoots a gun in the air, and they're done, yeah, they're not gonna keep playing that. That's
My response to that argument is you pay $60 for a year of Xbox Live, and then you pay for Call of Duty Elite.
Genius.
And people get tired of that.
No, they don't.
People are
Yes,
still
they do.
doing. Why is Elite going up then? Why? Explain this to me.
Because people buy. Look,
These people will buy anything. They don't
Yeah.
care about the servers. They don't care about
Exactly.
all that shit. They just want to play the game. It doesn't matter anymore if it's alright or if it's a waste of money. They just want the
Hey,
shit.
hey.
but there's no consequences for getting killed in one game of Call of Duty months down the line, as opposed to
Dude, KD, what are you talking about, man?
Clearly, you don't play enough FPS on consoles.
Dude,
your
KD is terrible.
Your KD is like your lifeblood on
What's
console-based
KD?
shooters.
Kill death ratio.
If you get massacred in a game, you feel like your life isn't worth living anymore.
I had that happen to me in Uncharted 3. I didn't care.
Isn't that
I just had
essentially-
fun in the match.
Isn't
Or
that
the
essentially
don't get
just
Call
like
of Duty.
a
gonna
fighting
say-
game?
Wait, hold on. What did
Isn't
you
that
say?
essentially just like a fighting game with a win to loss ratio?
Basically,
Yeah, it really is like that.
basically with
And I
Call
don't
of
care about
Duty,
mine.
People don't sweat
with
for
Call
it.
of Duty though, everyone who plays that game,
Oh yes, they
No.
do. They'll rage quit on you quick.
you got a 0.6 KD. Get out of my game. You're horrible. Kill yourself.
It's essentially your manhood.
yeah,
size.
it is.
Pretty much.
Nobody should care.
If you're not rocking over a 1.2, you got to get off the game.
You have male impotence.
Yes. Like
Sad.
you want proof of this fact? You talk about my
Oh
buddy
no, I've
Kev.
seen it happen. I
No,
don't.
you talk
Say-
about Kevin. Kevin, when he plays Gears of War, his pure judgment on every single breathing person on that game. Oh, look at this kid. His KD's a 0.6 and he beat me? No. I'm going to challenge this guy to a GB.
See, that's what I'm talking
And
about.
that's
People
it.
are talking about the kill death ratios and they're horrible, but you can still lose to these people. I've lost to people with 100 wins and 1,000 losses in a fighting game. It
Yeah.
happens.
It's 'cause
Yeah?
you're terrible.
It was Marvel,
You
so
have
I didn't even
impotence.
care. And my Marvel win ratio is like 2/3%. I don't
You
care.
shouldn't be proud of that.
I don't care.
You
I'm
shouldn't
just having
even-
fun in the
Why do
freaking
you-
game.
Why do you know that offhand? You shouldn't.
Because I
That
played a
game
lot of
was
Marvel online.
Hey,
horrible.
my
You should
KD
be
in
ashamed
Gears
of
is
yourself.
1.5. My KD in Call of Duty is 1.3.
Marvel Online is a
I know it off the top of my
complete-
head because it's my KD. It's my win-loss.
Marvel Online is horrible. Marvel in general.
Oh, yeah.
is
Yes, it is.
horrible. And now they're bringing out that classic whatever bullshit, Marvel Legends or some shit.
Marvel Origins.
Yeah, that they can go fuck themselves.
Is it just both games or is
No,
there
it's just
add-ons
it's
or
one
something?
game, and I think Marvel Superheroes. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and Marvel Superheroes.
All right, so what were we talking about before we got this? What we got on this topic again?
We were talking about DayZ, but actually, speaking of Marvel, well, superhero fighters, has there been anything more on that DC fighter? Forget the name of it.
They've announced
Injustice?
Nightwing and Cyborg. That's pretty much. Oh, and they explored the Batcave and Metropolis levels some more. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
No,
It's not
no, no,
big.
speaking of-
They
speaking
haven't
of that,
big
who has seen the videos of PlayStation All Stars?
right here.
I was looking at some of
They
the new
demoed it
characters.
at Evo.
I mean, it's sadly looking like a decent version of Smash Brothers.
No, 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 no,
It's looking like it.
no. It's not. I'm sorry.
Listen to him
Jesus.
drone. Listen to him drone out. No, it's not. No, there's no emotion in my voice, so that's no.
Are you saying better or I'm thinking worse? Are you saying worse?
It's gonna be. It's not gonna be as good as Smash Bros.
Probably
'Cause I
not.
can already see a lot of supers. Unless they fine tune the supers, it's gonna be terrible. Because some supers are just so overpowered. It's
Really?
like instant kill.
The one Sweet Tooth video that I saw, all the dude did was just jump up and throw grenades.
Yeah, that's all he did, and he won the match.
From what I'm looking like, he plays like Snake.
Yeah, he plays more like Snake, but if you can just jump up and throw grenades and win, that's not.
It looks a little bit too cluttered.
But
And the
what did I
spaces are really confined. To
the couple of the supers that I've seen some of the new characters, Jax. It reminds me of
Yes,
Sonic.
yes.
Reminds me of Super Sonic from Smash Bros. And
Mhm.
then actually Colt, what's it, Infamous dude
Cold
reminds
Breath.
yeah, he reminds me kind of Snakes as he goes third person with the tornado.
Mhm.
That one seems a little OP as well. I don't get Heihachi's.
I haven't seen a Hachis.
He straps him to a rocket, and they fire off into space. And he
Hachi's
laughs.
always been.
Yeah, he's always wanted to shoot Jin, Kazuya, and I guess Jin Pachi in 5 into space because I think
Okay.
that's just his
Two more.
answer for everything.
Okay.
Space.
Yeah, he literally, it's like his super is he grabs some binoculars, looks through them. All the other characters are tied to a rocket. They launch, and he starts laughing.
Yeah, that sounds.
That's
like
his super.
That sounds like Heihachi.
He's like super young in it too, which I find kind of strange.
young
He has black hair.
Hachi. I don't think he's ever been young in a single Tekken fighter.
Exactly. That's why.
He's got black hair and tag too.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about Tekken. They chronologically they don't know what they're doing. It's the same with Street Fighter.
I think they just don't care at this point.
Probably. Because I know Street Fighter 4 is supposed to take place between 2 and 3.
But I will give Street Fighter not Street Fighter.
But some characters are older than they are in 3. That doesn't make it.
Tekken credit for one thing. The director has come forward and stated,
do you want the DLC?
Anybody pay for? Yeah, I'm like, I gotta give him points for that. He's constantly just shitting in the mouth of Capcom with that. Like, my bosses have been trying to make you pay for the DLC, but I'm just kind of like, no, they can kiss my ass.
I'll quit.
So, enjoy the free DLC, guys. And I know they're just a Capcom like this motherfucker every time.
Actually, now that I think about it too, I just recalled, it's just kind of somewhat off tangent, but I forget the name of the game. It was made by Capcom. It was like that god of anger. I forget his name.
Asuto's Wrath.
Yeah, sure, his Wrath. Where they had the Street Fighter characters in it. Ryu,
Akuma.
Ryu and Akuma. Is that in Street Fighter or is that in Ashura's Wrath?
That's Ashura's Wrath. Yeah.
Okay.
What happened? It's just there.
Okay, just the whole Akuma thing. I watched like the cutscenes of it. The hell.
If you think that's bad, you should really just play the game because that has like it's Dragon Ball Z in 3D format that you play and sometimes press a button.
It's over the top cinematics.
It's a good if you like Heavy Rain and then you like anime, more than likely you're gonna like Asura's Wrath.
I didn't like Asura's Wrath.
That's because you're an asshole. You don't count.
I loved Heavy Rain. I love anime. I did not like.
Even
Asura's
he
Wrath.
says it. You're an asshole. You don't count.
It didn't have enough gameplay for me.
I didn't care about that. It's not supposed to be about the gameplay. It was supposed to be an interactive anime. They stated that multiple times about that game. And if that's the goal, it pulls that off fairly well.
I just didn't enjoy it.
That's because you're a hipster. You don't count.
Speaking of Heavy Rain, whatchamacallit?
Beyond.
I keep seeing stuff about that game, and apparently it's going to be a little bit more action-based than Heavy Rain, from what I'm reading.
Probably. It's probably going to be more like Fahrenheit than Heavy Rain.
I never did play that. That's the game before Heavy Rain, right?
Yep. Fahrenheit was actually pretty good. And they also had that emotion meter that you were talking about, where you could get depressed and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, I see.
Oh, if they had that in Heavy Rain, everybody has suicide letters everywhere. Game is sad.
Yes, it is.
What was I was reading about it. One thing that, like, just, like, they're putting a whole bunch of a lot of different choices in what you can do, kind of like Heavy Rain. But at the one point when Ellen, I forget the character's name, but Ellen Page is trying to get away from the police that are chasing her, there's, like, a whole bunch of different options, and one of them is sending the ghost to possess a helicopter pilot and just to shoot every other police officer and blow up a gas station. I'm like, I wish to try this once I get the game.
Oh, I'm getting that game. Instant.
Is it coming out PlayStation 3 or is it
Only
next gen?
Yeah, it's PlayStation 3, I believe.
Okay.
I think it comes out next year.
Interesting.
Like
Very, very
early.
interesting.
All right. So I'm just want to bring this up because this was actually news that I found incredibly interesting, because this actually may impact the whole gaming, the way
Impact.
gaming works with the systems and the console wars. So I don't know if any of you know, but Vivendi, the owner to Activision Blizzard, is looking to sell its entire stake in Activision Blizzard because they're basically pissed broke and they need to get rid of it because they can't hold on to this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So they control 61% of the stock of Activision Blizzard. Now, which we know what Activision is responsible for, and we know what Blizzard is responsible for.
Yeah.
So far, because that both of these companies are what they are, the number of people limited to who can actually buy up the stock is limited, incredibly limited.
Yeah.
It's up to basically Sony is actually not a part of this because Sony has experienced its worst fiscal year
Yeah,
in a
Sony.
decade.
Sony can't do it.
Nintendo couldn't even begin this dream because they're shit out of luck.
I blame
And
the 3DS for that.
exactly. And basically the only people who are left to take up this deal is Activision Blizzard itself. They're looking to buy themselves back and be their own company again without a parent company, be their own system. But there's another hat at stake here. One of the big
Microsoft.
three I didn't mention. Microsoft is in talks about taking the controlling 61% of the stock in this company. So I want to just put this out there because think about this for a second. If Microsoft alone held the reins to Blizzard's games and Activision's Call of Duty franchise, that'd be it. Console war's over.
No, it wouldn't be.
Microsoft now owns Halo. Microsoft now owns Call of Duty. Microsoft now owns World of Warcraft. Microsoft now owns Diablo.
Microsoft basically already has fucking Call of Duty, so that's
Pretty
kind
much.
No,
of
they
thing.
don't.
Yes,
They
they
don't.
do.
People
They
play
don't
Call of
actually.
Duty. People play Call of Duty on PS3. This is true, but
Apparently, from statistics, there are more people playing Call of Duty online on PlayStation than Xbox.
Right now,
Yes.
I
seriously,
believe so because it's like 8 months later.
Yep.
But
Gosh.
within the first month, Xbox users, I swear, it's a 6-to-1 difference. I
This
swear
This
it
is
is.
true, but think about this. But think about it. Now the entire profit goes to Microsoft.
It's pretty much going to them anyway.
Not yet.
I mean, Elite gives them all of the Xbox users their shit first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were getting
It's
it first
always
anyway.
it's always been more catered towards Xbox.
Yes,
Is what I'm saying.
but you're thinking short. You're thinking like the short. What we see fact here. Think about it. Now they make money.
You also need to think about this. One day, people might just wake up
Yeah.
and
Okay,
just like
listen to me.
Call of Duty is no.
Sheeple, the sheeple as you're calling them, they're not going
I
to.
didn't say sheeple. I said people.
Sheeple.
That's what
You called them sheeple as you're calling
That's
them.
no. One of you said it. It was either DA or BG. That called people sheeple at one point. I don't know where BE came from.
BE.
BET.
Title.
Most of the titles just come out of a mistake or one off.
This is going to be BE question mark BET.
And that happened. Oh God. But I mean, what I'm not saying is, I'm not saying that Microsoft is going to like turn Call of Duty into an Xbox solo thing. Microsoft will now own the game that's being played on Sony, will being played on Nintendo, will being played on the computers,
That
Mac,
probably
and
matters
PC.
because,
Yeah, but Microsoft always fucks itself over in the long run. So
Microsoft also. Go ahead, Alex.
even if they do by some miracle pull this off, they always fuck themselves over. For instance, as soon as the 360 came out, they stopped all production on Xbox as a whole and cut them out completely. You can't even backwards compatible Xbox games now, so you
Nope.
just kind of ass out on that. Whereas Sony and to a lesser extent Nintendo keep their backlog open. You can go.
No, I'd say
They
Nintendo did it better than the other
They
two.
did,
You can
That's
still play
what he's
GameCube
saying.
games on there.
That's
They
what
did.
he's saying.
but it's just if you cut that out, you're gonna fuck yourself over. Like I think Sony realized that it's in itself because this stupid fucking slim PS3 is not backwards compatible at all, and nobody wants to
There's
buy
a new
games.
PS3 edition coming out.
and nobody wants to buy games that they already own.
The PS3 Super Slim.
With the flip top. It's a rumor.
Maybe
It's actually fact. It's been it was outed by somebody in the patent
But
office.
you're talking about the people buying Call of Duty all get Microsoft will get a little profit. But Microsoft people are telling Microsoft to put a Blu-ray player in the new Xbox. So if they do that, Sony is going to get a little bit of profit from all their consoles.
We don't know if they're going to put a Blu-ray in.
We don't know if they're going to buy this.
Actually, we
Look,
do know. They've confirmed.
The reason people buy a PS3 was because it was a less expensive Blu-ray player. Because Blu-rays back then were like $1,000.
Yeah.
Blu-ray player. It was a less expensive one. So the next generation of Sony is the only one with a Blu-ray player again, and Blu-ray is supposed to be this new high definition blah 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 media. Then Sony again is going to get a significant amount of people that probably don't even game, that will just use it as a multimedia center. Microsoft wants that. They want that multimedia thing because with this whole smart glass thing, they want that audience. So they're going to need a Blu-ray player eventually. And if they do, Sony's going to get a little bit of that profit anyway. And console sales add up way more than a small percentage of the Call of Duty sales.
The gaming market.
Now,
I hear what you're saying.
Now, another thing about that is, I'm not entirely sure because I've never tried it. Is Xbox region free at all?
No, it's not.
That's another edge that
It's
Sony
regional.
has on it. That's another. You can import games. Even if you can't buy them, you can still import these games. Sony has a whole thing with imports, anime, third party, not so much Xbox. I mean, people really only buy the core games on Xbox, like Halo, Call of Duty, Gears of War, shit like that. The Mass Effect series until that jump ship to Sony.
Yeah,
that's all you really get on Xbox.
Notice
so
it jumps
this will
ship
really
to,
just
notice it jumps ship to Sony and dies.
It was terrible anyway on both consoles, but still. Xbox.
Microsoft
All this really will do is get them up to the level where they need to be. That's all it'll really do is even it out for them.
Unless they make Call of Duty an exclusive, because there are so few exclusives on the Xbox right now. Or even being reported anytime soon. Like this year,
Halo and Gears are the only two.
I can only think of Halo. What was the other one?
Gears,
yeah. That doesn't even come out this year.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, Judgment comes out this fall.
There you go. Two
incredibly horrible games.
PS3 is getting a niche audience with the RPG fans. They're already getting that market.
They've always held that though. There was never any contest.
Xbox had to go out of their way to pay Bandai to not localize Vesperia on the PS3.
That was funny. And now they don't get graces. Bam!
Deal with it.
But what was I just thinking?
PS3 just got a lot more exclusive.
I know. I don't know where I saw it. I think IGN posted something about it, but I guess the specs on the PlayStation 4 got leaked.
Yeah, they did. But the specs on the Durango AK-720 got leaked also.
Yeah.
They can't be confirmed basically only because of the reason that, according to Microsoft's leaked business plan for their video game market, they're still throwing crap to the wind when it comes to the full exact specs of the new system. While they basically have thrown the bare bones of what they're going to do with the next gen at developers so they can get used to it, but they're still looking to build up on it if possible as new technology is made more available to them.
I see. Okay.
So
yeah, no, I remember seeing something. It was just like a blueprint of like the actual outer shell of the PlayStation. I remember seeing that.
Yeah,
but
you can only believe so much because.
Yeah, remember that original PlayStation 3 controller that looked like a boomerang?
Oh my god, that was a nightmare.
I was like, what is this? How do I even hold this?
So yeah.
The motion controls, when you throw it at the TV, it'll come right back at you.
$5 says that was a marketing slogan at some point.
No, the marketing slogan.
I know it was definitely a joke on the internet as soon as the controller was shown.
The slogan was "Good day, mate." That was the slogan.
That was terrible, by the way.
I know. I don't make believe that was going to be decent. I did it just for the sake of shits and giggles. So deal with it.
We're better than that.
No, you're not. You're not. I am.
Damn.
Apparently you're not, because you just made the joke.
I feel bad about myself. I admit it.
You should.
I do.
Your voice and joke was bad, and you should feel.
I feel about as bad as Lone does on Youmacon Award Day.
Bam!
Oh, right in the. Oh.
Johnny Cage.
I applaud that. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was a nice recovery.
Thank you.
It was. He just shifted it right on to Lone's inability to ever win anything that doesn't have to do with baby penis.
Yes.
Mm.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Alex, when's your next video?
Actually, probably sometime next week because I've got a shit ton of free time now.
Yes, he does. And we all know that this is basically going to be Windows Movie Maker with the plugins.
It's gonna be. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going monster.
You want to battle again, kid?
I'm going monster. That's how I'm gonna edit from now on. Yep.
I'm gonna kill you.
Monster with a bunch of faces.
Wait. So you're going to make a lot of Final Fantasy 13 videos to
with nothing but faces to Nicki Minaj and Drake songs.
I can't.
I'm going to find a pipe bomb underneath your house. I'm just going to tell you that now.
I like how he goes pipe bomb.
That was on purpose. All right, back on
under
topic.
his house. So you're going to blow up a ghetto apartment building.
Yes.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, let's see you get. Let's see
Calm
you get
it
past.
down.
Let's see you get past half his block.
He gonna get to the block, and he gonna know when he get to the block. 'Cause it's gonna be this one nigga with one tooth. It's a nigga with one tooth that just walk around an alley, and I'm gonna just hear Mike scream. I'm like, yeah, pipe bomb shit ain't happening today.
Snaggletooth really got him.
To come outside later, like, did you see a nigga with like some long hair? He looked kind of like a stick. If the wind blows too hard,
Sir, that would be quite unfactual considering I'm a white man.
Looks like
stick is brown.
he
Jesus. I thought you said no more racism, Long.
Hey,
Yeah, what happened to your plan?
hey, you know what? Alex started it. I finished it. Now we're done.
Oh my god, that was
fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm white. What a turd.
No, he said I was a nigga. I'm not a nigga.
I feel like that should be the title. Lone's not a nigga.
No, that's racism. We're trying to get away from that.
It's right here. Oh.
Are we?
Doesn't sound
Yes.
like it. Doesn't sound like it.
Oh.
How about that topic, Long?
So on to the video games.
So now-
Final Fantasy Versus 13 is the next Duke Nukem Forever.
That game is
That's
canceled.
it.
That game is canceled. They're talking about they're doing 13 3 now.
What?
Yeah.
They are.
Post info or this does not.
Teaser, like,
yeah,
oh,
that's
stay
right. I
tuned
remember
for the next
somebody
season.
saying that they were super pissed about that.
Final Fantasy.
No, we're done with Final Fantasy. How about that new Resident Evil?
Here, Square Enix has hinted that they are in development to Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 13 3.
Oh dear.
Can't wait for that one. They've already done time travel. What do they have to go now?
I never finished one because it was so boring.
Space.
I
Yeah,
started two, but it got so
it
boring.
was an interview on Famitsu, which you can usually hold a candle to, so it's not bullshit.
As opposed to Kotaku.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, this unfortunately this is happening.
Final Fantasy VII PC confirmed?
Yep.
Interesting.
No one cares.
Someone cares.
I like Final Fantasy
care.
VII.
I'm playing Final Fantasy VII now, and I stopped because I was
Why?
just so bored.
Why?
Because I never finished it. I got to disc 3, and I was like, this is awful. I can't play this anymore.
Anyway, I want to get off.
But I want to.
How do you get to this 3 and then quit? That's the end of the game. That's just boss fights. The fuck?
I couldn't take it, man. He
It's
walked
literally
in that
just
bed,
like
and I was like, what am I doing? I'm done.
maybe 10 hours of the game left if you stop in hardcore grind. Finish the fucking game.
I am gonna finish it. That's what I'm doing now.
All right, hold on. I want to get off Final Fantasy because I hate what the series has become recently. So anyway, I want to bring this up myself now because we are in what? We're in middle of July here. We're coming in the last half of the gaming year until the holiday season when all the big shit comes out again. But I want to ask now that it's summer, next year, I'm talking 2013 to up until the Christmas where we're going to be ending 2013 to 2014, games that you know of that you're looking forward to.
Devil May
Watch
Cry.
Dogs.
The Last of Us.
Okay,
Devil
one
May
at a
Cry.
time so people can hear you.
Kingdom
So
Hearts
let's
3.
start, I want to. Let's start with Alex now because BG's a douche.
Devil May Cry, nigga. Devil May Cry.
Ooh, you suck. I'm sorry. You suck.
Look. This is how I
I
feel
said
about
it
Devil
doesn't
May
look
Cry.
bad. It might be
This
good.
is how I feel about Devil May Cry. If people are really willing to completely just wash a game out because it looks different than the previous entries, then when this is being called an alternate universe game, they can go kiss my ass. All right, because I'm
The game
guaranteeing you,
designer put his own face.
I don't
on-
care. It can't be worse than Devil May Cry 4, because
Yes,
that
it can.
game, that
No,
Nero,
it can.
No, it can't.
Nero, it was Ichigo with Virgil's sword. That's all it was.
Hey, Okay, Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry with
Devil May
Devil May
Cry
Cry.
4.
Devil May Cry
You
2
white,
is
but you
worse
ain't
than
that
4.
white.
Not
You
yet.
want to
not
bet?
yet.
He's like what, Norwegian?
This
2,
that
2 is worse than 4 in my opinion.
2 was
Two
worse
is
than
the
4.
worst of all of
Four
them.
was
Four was
awful. What are you
so-
talking about?
Have you played two?
Yes.
Two was a sin to mankind.
2 was bad in all the ways. 4 was bad in
Many.
most ways.
Many
but
ways.
the combat for Dante made it at least playable because Dante was fun because they did him right finally. But
And
other
then
than
they
that,
decided to
it
reboot the
being
series.
bad. It was boring.
wasn't
A
even
game
boring.
can't get away
It
with
was
being
just
boring.
it was just Ichigo. That's all it was. They was like, what's popular now? Bleach. Let's do that.
Sounds
We
like
still have to
uh,
put Dante in the game. Fuck it. Don't
Gradius
make him
3
any levels.
had
Just make
Gradius
him
3
run
had
through.
Ichigo, Rukia, and Orihime as the main characters. What?
Wait. I want to throw this out there. So if Nero was Ichigo, was
Keirei was
Dante
Orihime.
his father?
Keirei was Orihime. And Dante was
Was Dante his father?
Dante was indeed his father. Or Urahara.
No. Urahara's an emo character with a lot of self-hate problems. Dante was just an arrogant, douche. His
That's
father.
All right. Anyways,
Okay, moving on to Lone.
actually, what was it? Never mind. That's some. I was thinking something else. But Watch Dogs.
Explain, because I know what I want to see this game, but I want to hear what you want.
Well, I mean, pretty much, it's probably the same things that you. One that's something too. I actually wanted to say, there hasn't been really a new IP in gaming in a very long time.
Yep.
It's been a lot of sequels, so it's a new IP for first sakes. I said for the most part.
Okay.
There's been a few, but it's a rarity nowadays.
Yeah, but our
anyways,
culture right now is stuck in C-pre-itis.
Yeah, but
You wanted to
Pretty much
pipe up
just
with
that-
some DA?
Absolutely not. I wanted to with it. I was like, it's not
It's
smart
not worth
to
it.
do so.
It's not smart. It's not worth it because I'm DA. I'm a bitch. I like ponies.
It actually pertained to ponies.
I knew it.
We all know that
Lone said it was a rarity, and I was about to say rarity.
Oh, you were gonna bring up Rarity.
Long finish. Why you like the game?
all right. So, anyways, new IP. I love the concept of it, like the whole hacking thing. Pretty much just using technology to your
Yes,
advantage.
yeah.
I haven't seen anything like that really in a game, at least to that extent, and to that, I guess, to that grounded in realism. Well,
Pseudo-realism.
pseudo-realism. It seems plausible.
It's the
That's-
laughing.
I guess.
It's the laughing man with a gun. Ghost in the Shell.
Pretty much.
Come on.
Yeah, pretty much. But like,
That's why I love
this
it.
the one part. I was just like the one part when he's like scanning people. This like going around. This is like goes to a girl HIV positive, goes to a guy convicted sex offender. Just like all this stuff, and I'm just laughing. I'm just like, that's awesome.
It is.
And then like the actual like the run and gun combat seems pretty good as well.
Does
And then it's open. I love open world games, so it's an open world game. Just to me, and just it looks like a nice, good new IP, and like graphics and everything just look good.
well, being that it was being played on a PC with 720
Yeah.
specs.
It's next gen specs, pretty much.
You know what?
looking forward to that.
Speaking about PC gaming, that shit's just evil.
It's
Well,
a lot of fun for fighters.
It's fun for fighters, but the problem is, Lone, do you have a rig, a PC rig for gaming? Do you have one?
I mean, kind of. My PC is kind of made for gaming in mind,
That
although
was
it's
mine.
How much did you spend on that?
$1,000.
more actually.
Exactly. People can't just. If you're a PC gamer and you have a rig, you have a stupid amount of money to dedicate
Hard on
towards
your
gaming.
laptop.
Really,
Just
pretty
towards
much.
gaming. That's
Stupid amount.
because
Rather
I
than
can't see
500,
myself
rather
going
than,
out
rather than 400 for an
and
Xbox.
spending $1,400 just to play games when I can go buy a console for less than half of that.
For $600,
That's just
for
I was gonna say,
$600, you get an Xbox, you get 2 games and a new controller.
the thing though is once you have the PC, you just have to replace really the graphics card up until a certain point, and then like the power source eventually once. But like once you make the big purchase of everything, then it's only like $100, $200 purchases to update it to play current stuff. So in the long run,
Every few
it's cheaper.
years.
Yeah, every few. So in the long run, it's kind of cheaper.
And in the end, you can play a lot of games free.
And you
Exactly.
can pirate.
That's true, but I'd still rather go with the console way because
I like both. I mean, there's a big that'll be a good topic once computer gaming. We'll have to get I'll have to get my roommate in here because he went from being a console gamer to a computer gamer. So that'd be a good discussion.
I'm
point.
not
I
gonna lie.
actually
If I
prefer
had
to
the
play
money
my
to,
games
I
on
would
PC
play
now.
PC. I'm not. If I had the money to get a rig, I probably would.
I would.
But
I feel like just that the consoles are too constricting now. Now that I've been playing like Counter-Strike, I've been playing Left 4 Dead, been playing Diablo, StarCraft. It's
It depends on what you want to do with your console. With
Yeah.
your
With the
gaming, I should
modding and
say.
stuff like that.
I mean, I definitely think I'd enjoy playing my favorite game series. I'd enjoy playing Assassin's Creed more on PC than anything else.
I heard it's a little bit clunky.
Oh, it is.
Like my
It
my
really
roommate.
is.
If they
My
did it,
roommate
if it
played
was
it on
done
PC.
right, if it was as smooth as it was on consoles, I'd like to play it more.
That's the
But
problem with most games on PC, though. They're ports. And
Yeah.
bad ports at that.
exactly. But I mean, games made to be a console game, like I like Assassin's Creed, I'll stick to the console. Would I like it better on PC if done right? Yeah. But we're stuck with a console, and I have no problem with that because I do enjoy playing on the console too.
Yeah. But actually, let's go back to what you're talking about games that we all like. You said Last of Us, PG?
Can I split my choice?
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, because I thought about
Last
it
of Us
after that.
or Beyond. I don't know which one I want more right now because I don't know a lot about either one. I saw
Last of Us though looks
Last of Us
Last
looks
was
great.
intense.
It had what, a 7-10 minute demo, and Beyond had a 5 minute like story thing with the actiony trailer. So I don't know which one I want to go for more right now. It's just not a lot of information about either one.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want Metal Gear Rising.
Can you die?
I'd like to get it for a rental.
I'm not gonna pay $60 for it, but I mean, it's fucking Ninja Gaiden with Raiden. He's all right now. since
Raiden
Metal
is
Gear 4.
awful. I don't
Since
care
Metal
how.
Gear 4, he's all right-ish, kinda. He's
He's
not
Sasuke
naked
with blonde
anymore.
hair. He's Sasuke with blonde hair.
He's not naked anymore. All right,
Can I
that's
say
important.
I'm doing one of the worst games right now and going through all the Metal Gears?
Congratulations. That makes you a little better in my book.
You're gonna be at that for a while. Metal Gear 1. That's a game I played entirely too many times.
I'm playing it
Metal
right
Gear
now,
Solid
and
1,
I'm
I
pissed because
played.
I'm stuck at
God.
Psycho Mantis.
You're
played,
stuck at Psycho Mantis?
Because I don't have any rations left. So I can only get hit like 4 times.
Do you know you know the trick for him?
Oh yeah,
though,
I know the
right?
trick. But it's
If
a
you
bit
know that
harder to do
you're
on a
still
PS3.
getting your ass kicked. There's a problem with.
That is kind. I played Metal Gear 1 on the PlayStation 3, and switching the controller, it's like, all right, press press the middle button, switch for. But actually, that reminded me of kind of a funny story. You guys ever return to GameStop within a week of purchase?
Yeah.
Hold on, before you do that, DA, don't you have a game?
Epic Mickey 2.
He's clearly joking about this. Since he never played Epic Mickey 1.
No, I don't. Whatever crappy JRPG is coming out.
Tales of Zillia is coming out soon.
Whatever's
I
coming
can't
out.
wait for that. I can't wait for that. I'm gonna
But,
disappear when
It said
out.
my thing had to go with Metal Gear Solid. But anyways, so after I beat 1 and 2, I kind of wanted to play the GameCube remake, Twin
Oh
Snakes.
god, that game on the GameCube is awesome.
It is.
And I beat it, I think, in 2 days.
Taco Night.
It was like I just went and got it on a weekend and then beat it.
Yeah.
Returned it 2 days later. I got the dirtiest fucking look because I think I bought it from the same dude that I returned it to. He's just like, oh, you don't like the game? I'm like, no, I beat it. He just kind of was like,
That game
No,
took
see,
me a week,
that's-
man.
That's what we have. That's what you do. For a summer, it was me and a friend of mine. All we did was we went to GameStop, picked the game, bought it, took shifts playing it, beat the game, took it back the next day, got a new game. Just all summer, we just kept recycling the same $65.
they
Good
hate
times.
it. I did that too.
Well, you know why they hate that, right? Well, actually, I
They
guess
don't
you
get
guys
any
wouldn't because
commission.
you
They
never
don't
worked
get any
there.
commission.
They don't.
Nope.
Yeah, they don't make any profit.
It's not that.
It-
It's not that at all. Actually, that's the company's reason. But you're actually fucking over the employee because they keep records of that games bought from an employee and games returned. Now, whether you are the same person who sold the game or is returning it, when you return a game, you're penalized for it on your record. You have a game return on your record. So that's why when you bring a game to return it back, they'll ask you those questions because they don't want you to return it. They want you to try and keep the game.
That's not happening.
Yeah, we did that shit for a whole
That's
summer. So that
If
dude
you're
probably just hated us
returning
by the
it-
time was over.
If you're trading it in, they're happy. But if you're returning it,
That's kind of a stupid system. I can see why they do it, but
it's a
thing that's
dumb
kinda stupid.
system, and it's the reason why I couldn't keep my job there because I didn't have a problem with people. I couldn't push merchandise and people. I hated it. I wouldn't do it. It's against my moral code.
Yeah,
I
that's
won't-
all. hate
I
games
wouldn't
like
push
that.
something on you that you don't need. And two, I took games back. Oh, you didn't like it? You know what? There's this game. Now just trade this in, and we'll get you that one. My manager's like, you can't do that. I'm like, why not? It's like it's not what we do. You got to try and convince them to keep the game and then buy another one and buy the other one. Keep it. Maybe their nephew will like it and they'll lend it to them.
I told you GameStop was evil, but
I
no.
work there. I work there and I don't care.
The only
I work
reason
there-
I reserve games at GameStop is because
I work
my-
there and I don't care. They paid me, and I got 35% off. And then on Black Fridays, because I worked on Black Friday, the award I got for doing that was an extra 35%. I bought Battlefield 3 for $10, brand new.
Not bad.
Whoop-de-doo.
I have no perks at my job. I come home smelling like meat every day.
Hey, I do too, and cheese
GameStop doesn't
And
want
shame.
gamers. They want salesmen.
and chicken.
And
I
shame.
smell like chicken too. I smell like fried chicken.
I have
A
a
lot of
confession
grease
to
as
make. I ate a whole watermelon 2 days ago.
No! No! Move him! You're perpetuating the stereotype. This isn't good for us.
Watermelon.
Oh, Lordy, I sure did eat that watermelon.
Don't even give fuck. Don't even give fuck. I've been waiting for one since like October. I ate the motherfucker. It's delicious.
Oh, no.
He has some malt liquor.
I did. I had
watermelon,
malt liquor spiked
KFC
with grape
fried
Kool-Aid.
chicken, original recipe,
No,
and he had
dude,
that great Kool-Aid.
Dude.
Okay,
dude.
so proceed. What game are you looking forward to?
All right, well, games plural. Basically, there's a few that I'm tied for because Watch Dogs has already been brought up. So has The Last of Us. I'm looking forward to those games ridiculously amount. Now the next one is going to make BG roll his eyes, but Assassin's Creed 3.
I'm not rolling my eyes.
You
Well,
rolled your arms, though.
he does not have judgment on that game yet. He hasn't played it,
True,
dude.
true. All right, I jumped to conclusions there just based on prior occurrence, but you know what? I'll take that back. I apologize, BG.
Hipster.
I apologize. I didn't mean to do it. It's just that argument was
You two drunk at Yoma is not gonna be. It's not gonna be civil at all.
That'll be like 3 days after Creed comes out.
No, it's actually going to be a night. I'm going to be buying the game and then getting on a plane the next afternoon.
I'm gonna like, and if shit gets real, I'm gonna just start decking niggas. Just start decking niggas in the hotel room.
Notice the race he used that he would be decking.
Look. The nigga is anybody that is ignorant. Alright, Mexicans can be niggas.
Like I said, notice
Blacks
the
can be
race.
niggas. Loans can be niggas.
Wait a minute, he's calling me.
He's his own breed.
Continue, proceed.
All right. I get this together. All right. Assassin's Creed 3, mainly because I can't wait to get my hands on this new engine. I can't wait to play this new campaign, mainly because, again, as someone who loves history, I've now gotten to play through the Crusades, made me happy. I got to play through the whole Byzantine thing with Revelations, that made me happy. And I mean, the Renaissance. I mean, the historical facts. There was Leonardo da Vinci. That was historical fact. That was really it. So I really wasn't too.
The Borgia, they were. I mean,
Yeah, but I
historical
mean, it
figures.
wasn't really like there wasn't as much as you saw with like I don't know. I guess because I just know so much about Italian, like the history with the Renaissance and everything. It made me happier just to see the Crusades and the Byzantine whole thing done.
I see. I understand. Go ahead.
But I mean, the American Revolution hasn't been really represented in a decent video game at all. It's been
The only game that I know of and like is Age of Empires 3.
exactly.
The only
That's what I'm saying. It's never done. And I mean, we're going to see historical figures acting their role as was recorded in history, not through Hollywood, not through fiction. I mean, nonfiction. Like you're going to through researching journals and letters and this, you'll see how they actually thought, they felt, and they're putting it into this game. That's what I can't wait to actually see when you hear some of the things that Washington wrote in the letter put into words in a conversation. It's gonna be beautiful. I can't wait.
And none of them will be vampire hunters.
Thank God. But anyway. But I mean, and the way they're going about it, with Connor being a neutral Native American, I kind of appreciate that in a way that it's not just, oh no, people can't troll. It's an American killing a bunch of British people. No, it's just the fact that that's the role that the Assassin's Order should be in. Had they put him like on the American side or the well, I guess you can't really call them Americans. They weren't really American at the time. They were just the rebels, basically.
Colonials,
rebels. Whatever you want to call them. And then the British, the Empire side. I mean, it's like if they had put it on either side and then have him like be more had they have done it anyway, but him starting as a Native American neutral party that's being fucked over by both sides anyway, I'd have been pissed, to be honest.
Yeah.
The way they're going with this Assassin's Creed 3 right now, I'm actually really, I love it a lot. So I mean, that game is going to be a massive part of my year. Not to mention the multiplayer, it's solid. I can enjoy it. Is it amazing? Is it spectacular? Is it groundbreaking? No, but it is fun.
It's unique.
It's fun to screw around with.
Yeah, it's unique. Yeah. It's different. I mean, it's different from any shooter. Pretty much all multiplayer is almost shooter nowadays.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like the whole stealth aspect of Assassin's Creed 3. So it actually does require... You can play... Like, if you don't care about your KD or your win-loss, and you like screwing around and trying to see how stealthy you can get a kill and how stealthily you can string them together. Like, that's why...
we established that's all that online is about?
Well, no, like I'm saying, I don't care about my KD or my win-loss. I enjoy playing the game where... The way I like playing the game, I enjoy walking around trying to do things my way. I want to kill this guy, sit down on a bench, be camouflaged, get this next guy before the other guy down the street knows what's going on, and then getting him, all without being seen by anyone else until they're dead. That's it. I can, and I've done that with the past 2 games multiplayers, and I enjoyed it. Lone can attest to this. I've played with them.
Yep.
This is how I did things.
I think I should get Assassin's.
But I mean, that's one of the biggest things I can't wait to do with Assassin's Creed 3's multiplayer. See how they change things up, make it a little bit more accessible for stealthiness, because that's what they're saying they're doing, making it better for people to actually play with stealth and get rid of the whole run and gun, as they call it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's.
Anything else?
I mean, besides that, I'm going to reference what BG brought up, or D. I forget which one it was. I'm hoping to hear something about Kingdom Hearts 3. Just hear something. I don't want a release date. I just want to hear it's in development or it's in a stage or it's in plan to be in a stage. I want to hear something. It's been too damn long now.
You know what I actually want to hear about too? Next E3? Bungie. They've been keeping it quite tight-lipped about their new project.
Yeah, again, I was remembering that too. I want to hear more about that as well. I can't wait for this next E3 so we can see these next gen consoles finally. I mean, but it comes to games I'm looking forward to. It's the Assassin's Creed 3 Last of Us. I'm looking forward to Watch Dogs greatly. But I mean, besides that, I'm at a loss, to be honest.
Am I the only one that doesn't care about the new consoles?
It's not that I want.
No, it's not. It's not like that. I mean,
I care mainly because I want to see what they're doing with the tech.
That's what I mean. I mean, we're still messing around with the stuff we've got, especially the PlayStation 3.
I know.
And now we're trying to upgrade it. I mean, I don't see the point
actually,
right
now. when you listen to the developers talk, they've poked and prodded as much as possible with the current specs. That's why they've moved on from Unreal Engine 2 to Unreal Engine 3. I mean,
a lot of them developed for the 360 though, and then just ported to a PlayStation because they say the PlayStation is harder to work with.
Well, because it's Blu-ray. That's the reason. They've been working with DVD for a long enough time. Blu-ray is different. It's a different structure. That's why it's harder because they're used to working with DVD, not Blu-ray.
The only people that really have like tapped into the PlayStation's potential is was it Quantum Theory? Isn't that the guys who make Heavy Rain?
Yep.
Those are the Quantum Dream. Sorry, but yeah, those are the only guys that really tapped into like.
Naughty Dog did to a degree.
Uncharted.
They have great environmental stuff, but as far as just realism, grounded realism, you can't beat Heavy Rain right now.
No, you can't.
That's undeniable.
I'm just saying, if developers are clamoring for a new spec, they should be trying to crack open the PlayStation and working with that as opposed to give us something new, more DVD space.
Well, that's the thing. With more space, it becomes easier to make stuff. It really does.
PlayStation 3 has more space, is what I'm saying.
Oh God, we ran over a little bit. So speaking of disk space, I'll talk about this and then we'll kind of wrap up a bit. But when for the freaking Last of Us, what did you play it on, DA?
The Last of Us? You mean Star Ocean?
Or the Star Ocean? Sorry, Last of Us. So I'm doing all the stuff you do pretty much right before you do the last dungeon. And I needed to do some farming for some harvest points. And the only way to make them respawn is to go back to the ship, which is crashed on that shadow world or whatever. And then to go to the other worlds and back to the shadow world, you had to switch discs.
Wow.
And I needed about 6 of them. So I'm literally like, okay, I got one.
Yeah.
So okay, get up, switch disc, go back, just go on the ship, go back out, switch disc, go back in.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
I had to switch discs about 20 times. I was just sitting there like, oh my God, why can't this be Blu-ray? So yeah, I'm guessing all the other consoles are going to go to Bluray.
It's got
my understanding.
Blu-ray.
No, the Wii U is still using just DVD.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, but Nintendo's
Wii U
Nintendo.
doesn't count. They don't count.
Nintendo's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. We're just gonna do what we want to do. Deal with it.
We
That's
want
gonna screw them.
and
That's
we're
gonna
get
screw them over when all the big developers start working exclusively with next gen, Blu-ray with Unreal Engine 4 or 3. I forget which one it is. I hate myself for forgetting, but it's 3 or 4. I forget which one it is.
It's
when they're
Engine 4.
I don't know. Like I said though, I haven't seen the main graphical specs on the games played on those systems yet, so I'm not sure how much better they're going to be. I know they're going to be better.
You saw a demo with Watch Dogs.
That was on a PC.
Watch Dogs. That was a PC set to the 720 specs.
That was just a high-end PC. It wasn't exactly set.
They said they gave a report saying that the PC that they used was basically the spec'd up PC that they give to developers. So that was basically a 720. I read
We
that
don't
somewhere on
know that.
IGN. I read that somewhere on IGN. I forgot where. I lost the article. Long lost. It was
I mean,
basically right after E3 that they announced that.
That too. You said like all the stuff's rumors and speculation, so we still don't know.
I'd believe it though, because we've been hearing rumors about them handing out demo boxes to all these different developers for a while now. So it really wouldn't surprise me that right there on the floor they'd show off secretly the 720 and what it could do at its lower specs proportions.
I don't think so.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Wrap it up,
We'll
Lauren.
see. We'll see. For at least for the Wii U, I know from what I've seen of screenshots and stuff from the new Arkham City that it does look better than the Xbox and PlayStation version.
Wrap it up.
But anyways,
Lauren.
I digress.
Wow, whip.
It's
we've
been
been-
reversed
we've actually-
finally.
We've almost been going for like 20 minutes past an hour now.
That's
Well,
But,
this
wrap it
is
up.
this has been a cast that's been going over pretty well because there's a lot to talk about, to be honest.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have more as it gets.
I think we should keep going with this and release a part 1 and then a part 2 because there's still more we could talk about, I believe.
I think we're gonna be doing a blockbuster episode right, since Dark Knight will be out
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when this episode is released. We will do a first half blockbuster episode movies. We'll talk about the Avengers,
Next week?
Spider-Man,
Next
yada
week?
yada yada. Yep.
All right.
Okay, so
Dark Knight's gonna suck.
Yes, it is.
So hard.
And
It
me
is
and
gonna
BG
suck.
are going to see it
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sunday.
Basically, from the review. I'm not going to talk about the reviews now. Forget it. Just go ahead.
I'll say wait for.
Yes, it's a week beforehand, but I've already heard reviews from pre-screening.
I'm
So
gonna tell
yeah.
you guys right now, if I get bored, I'm gonna be that annoying black person in the theater. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna be whooping. I'm gonna say, "No, you didn't."
No. You can't just do that. What you have to do is, there's this guy at the movie theater around my house. He would say the most ignorant shit. Just do it.
Who's that guy? That Bruce Wayne?
Not even. You just gotta be like, hey,
Oh, it's Morgan Freeman.
hey low key,
He
bang.
played God.
Fuck. Bang, swole as fuck. That nigga big to the motherfucker. Low key, fam.
If I get
Hey,
bored
real
with that
talk.
shit, man.
Real talk. I want a mask like that for Christmas, fam.
All right, we will end it there. See you all next week, everyone. Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again for another little segment, real quick. Right after we got done recording, we decided, hey, why don't we do this? So we are going to have a little brief pre-podcast of sorts for The Dark Knight, and just pretty much kind of going over all the Nolan Batmans and our anticipations for it.
Christopher Nolan sucks. Inception's terrible.
I think I'm the only person in the
Tune in
positive
next
camp
week.
right now.
Yeah, this
So-
movie's going to be
Haters gonna
terrible.
hate, lovers gonna no.
We have
And
Tsubasa here.
And Tsubasa has joined us. All right, so
Canadian in his opinion.
I'm gonna get-
Completely different.
I don't really have a super big opinion on this.
I hate the Nolan movies.
I'm going to go first just before you guys step in, just because it's just I figure we get that slight glimmer of positiveness in before just the depression.
Before we all
Anyway.
become Alex, yeah.
But anyways, so I pretty much really liked most of the Nolan movies. They put a different spin on Batman.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
Michael Keaton. That's all.
All right, let me continue.
I think you
So,
said about something else, but
Oh, okay. They put a different spin on the Batman movies. The first two were good. Batman and was it Batman Returns? Were the first two movies? For
Batman and the Dark Knight.
no. I'm talking about in general. The first two
I'm
Batman.
looking up to make sure of this.
Batman
and Rob.
Returns.
Yeah, Batman
Returns.
Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
Okay, it's Batman. Okay, Batman Returns. So too. Was it Tim Burton? Didn't he do that?
yeah, it's Tim
The
Burton.
Okay.
Returns is Burton, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, to me,
That was my
They were
favorite
too
one.
dark for the average person.
I
Yeah, but
love
anyways-
Batman Returns. Oh my god, so amazing.
But yeah, like, I really liked Batman Begins because they never really had a really good origin story in a movie format.
I'll give
And
it that.
like,
I'll give it
liked
that.
it a lot. And then Dark Knight, again, I just more or less I like them just for the different way they portray things. Pretty much, it's a very different from the comic books, kind of a different tone, but I still enjoy them. I liked Heath Ledger's Joker.
That was a bad Joker. It was the shining point in that movie, but it's a bad.
He
Joker.
wasn't a Joker to me. He was just some guy, really.
Some
Yeah.
Psychopath. He's just a different type of psychopath.
He was just a psychopath. He was not the character Joker.
No, not at all.
I can see your argument in that.
And Scarecrow sucks.
Scarecrow was balls.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, the main guy in that one was Ra's al Ghul. He's the one that had the big plot to cleanse Gotham. Scarecrow was just a pawn.
I'm gonna. I hate you, John.
You can guess who that is at the end of the tunnel, can't you?
I can't.
That's Zero.
Back to Batman. Back to Batman.
That's Zero.
All right, but anyways,
Please, back to Batman.
so, and to me, with Bane as he's being portrayed in this movie, I like it because it is how Bane is portrayed in the comics.
With
Bane
a big
in-
furry coat.
No, Bane in the Batman and Robin. That is not how he's portrayed in the comics. He's not some dumb brute. That's all he can say is Bane. He's really fucking smart. He's a genius. He's the guy who created the venom that he injects into himself. So, and you see that he's manipulative. He's smart. Pretty much, he does all his planning and shit. And he's still fucking huge and strong. And in the movie, I think the trailers pretty much say it, he does break the bat, which he does in the comics. He's the only villain.
Nightfall.
He's the only villain that broke the bat. And I like that they're actually portraying him right. I do not like the choice of Catwoman. I don't think anybody does.
Anne Hathaway is never going to be a good Catwoman.
No.
She should just take the suit off and
It
go
makes
kill
me. It makes me ill whenever I see reviews and when people talk about the casting. And you know, when it comes to Catwoman, it couldn't have been casted better for the sexy yet. I was like, what?
I mean, I think
Anne Hathaway and that
I,
word doesn't go together.
I think Anne Hathaway's good looking. I won't call her sexy, but she's
She's
good looking.
she's average.
She's
I
not
know
sexy,
girls that
she's
look
not-
like Anne
she-
Hathaway.
She's not like she's got no sultriness. She's not seductive. And the Catwoman's kind of like that playful tease. Otherwise,
Natalie-
otherwise her whole thing with Batman. Enough said.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman would have made it better.
Yes.
Much better.
I mean, I like the way the way if anybody anybody read the New 52 of Batman of the Catwoman comics.
I did not know.
Yeah, the way they went with that was retarded with the Batman thing.
Wait. This is the... Didn't they have sex on a roof?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought. I remember seeing... We actually talked about that in my Women in Action class. For pop culture class I took last semester. It was interesting. But yeah.
Doesn't sound it.
But,
There.
And as far as... And
there,
then...
just click the damn picture.
The, and this, I'm not sure if you guys agree with this or not. I think, Christian
Indian
Bale...
Batman got himself some pussy.
Christian Bale makes a good
One way to do
Bruce
it.
Wayne.
Yeah, okay. He does make a good.
Do you agree with that? Okay, he makes a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind the growly voice in Batman Begins.
Gotta stop you there.
Really?
It wasn't that bad in Batman Begins.
No, it was bad.
It got way worse, though, in The Dark Knight.
You say it's not that bad, but that's like saying 50 people slaughtered isn't as bad as 100 people slaughtered. It's
not.
still very bad.
Okay, like in Batman Begins, it was kind of more like this. In The Dark Knight, it's like this. Like, I can see the... Like, to me, I like the fact that they at least tried to do that.
No.
Because, I mean, me being a superhero and just talking like this, if a person knew me, they'd recognize my voice.
You can change your voice without having. I mean, He's Batman. Couldn't he have some type of technology that does that for him?
A voice
I
modulator.
can't think of any of the other actors in the Batman movies up to this point that punched themselves in the throat before they said their Batman lines.
At all.
And you can make your voice deeper and even a little grovelly without going that.
It was George Clooney that did it. He changed his voice very slightly. It was just a little bit gravelier. You couldn't even tell it was him.
It was perfect.
He didn't go all the way down here. But none
Like
of
I
that.
could just like
I don't remember him changing his voice.
Exactly.
The part where he's laying there with Ivy, go watch that again. Where Ivy's like, just go watch it again. I'd say that part he changes it. But The Dark Knight Rises, for me, it gets negative points specifically because I can't understand a word he says.
Him or Bane, really.
I can understand Bane.
Bane is just like, and then I will.
This is gonna be a muffled man fighting a growling man. It's basically gonna be like a
muffled. his voice is muffled, and then it has some sort of vocal effect on it.
Like,
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I'm going to be reckoning.
Exactly.
That's what it kind of sounds like.
sounds like a voice.
I can understand it though.
How can people
Seems
say
more
that?
fit for a voice like a Scarecrow. That seems more like something he should have. A really.
Oh yeah,
oddly
that does sound
soft
like more of a
voice.
Scarecrow type thing. Awful. The Dark
Anyways.
Knight, I couldn't understand a word he said.
After I watched The Dark Knight once, and I was like, I'm gonna let this whole it's so good and Heath Ledger thing being dead wear off, and I'm gonna watch it again. And the second time I watched it through, I'm like, this movie is, I don't get why are people calling this the greatest movie ever?
It was boring.
What is this?
Yes, it was. The
And
action
then
scene,
they
I don't know why people say
the whole big emotional turn where the chick gets killed, I didn't even care. I didn't even care the first time she died. I'm like, okay, she was kind of a cunt. She really needed to die anyway, in my opinion.
A little something I'm looking at here that makes me a little sad. It turns out that they were before Batman Begins, Warner Brothers was going to reboot the Batman series as it was with Batman Year One.
That'd have been beast.
Well, I mean, as far as I've heard for rumors after this Batman, I mean, they're going to reboot it again for a Justice League movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try here.
Apparently, yeah. But
before any of that, there was supposed to be a Batman type Smallville spinoff.
Oh yeah, there was.
Batman versus Superman.
It was supposed to be some whatever Green Arrow is getting right now.
It was Warner Brothers abandoned J.J. Abrams' script on that.
Interesting.
Yeah, and went with Charlie's Angels Full Throttle instead.
Wow.
Smart choice.
Kill yourself.
Smart choice.
Man, I mean, it just, in my opinion.
But hold on. I'm gonna throw this in there. What makes me laugh is that for the reboot of Year One, guess who they were looking at to play as Bruce Wayne / Batman?
Who?
Christian Bale.
It began.
Full circle.
In 2000, they were going to cast him as Batman.
He needs to work on his Batman. He needs to work on his Batman because Bruce Wayne is fine.
Well, I mean,
not anymore because it's over.
True.
To be perfectly honest, too, I mean, it's not entirely his fault because I mean,
there's directing there.
I was gonna say there's freaking Nolan just probably going deeper. We have to go deeper.
Okay.
Did he really just say that? Honestly,
I couldn't be on the set of that. I would just be in the back. They'd be like, "Why is that one random stagehand just growling?"
Batception.
I just hear it every time I hear deeper.
Apparently, when it comes to Batman Begins, it was a toss-up between either Batman Begins Year One or Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I feel like they should do a Batman Beyond movie at this point. That would be kind of kick-ass.
It would give people a fresh breath from the Bruce Wayne series.
It would.
Yeah. If they kept it as Terry McGinnis, they didn't invent a new character. I enjoy Terry McGinnis' character as Batman.
He's got a fucked up life, but he's pretty cool. He's not all whiny and bitchy about it. He's just kind of like, okay, let's fucking.
He's a boss. He is a boss.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think that The Dark Knight Rises will exceed the
here's this question.
amount of money made from
No.
The Dark Knight?
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah, it will,
No,
but
it
it won't
won't.
beat the Avengers.
It is right now the 4th highest grossing movie of all time, The Dark Knight.
It's not
It
beating
won't.
the Avengers.
Most people went just because of the Joker, and the other people just because of Heath Ledger.
Actually, to tell you the truth, when you think about it, Batman Begins didn't really do that amazing.
It
The Dark
didn't.
Knight only did well because Heath Ledger died a month before the movie came out, and it got so much publicity.
And most people are like, "Oh, I know Joker. Everybody knows Joker. Let's go."
It had the biggest Batman villain and a huge tragedy surrounding it. Several tragedies, really.
Yeah.
And there's a couple people,
doesn't.
other people that died during it too, right?
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
hope they don't. I hope it doesn't come even close to beating Avengers. I actually liked Avengers.
Yeah.
Avengers is
Solid
number
movie.
3. I mean, Avengers. We're gonna talk about that more in depth, Avengers, and then after most of us are gonna be seeing Batman. We'll talk about that more next episode. But yeah, I think Avengers is number 3, and then I think Avatar is number 1, followed by Titanic, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
Yep.
Avatar was balls.
That's the thing, dude. Freaking I can't. Director of Avatar.
James
and
Cameron.
Titanic. Thank you, James
Yeah,
Cameron.
James Cameron.
The guy, there's only like I think 2 movies that have made more than $1 billion, and they're both made by him.
And they
Avatar.
both suck.
I liked Avatar,
James
but
Cameron is
Oh,
terrible. James Cameron,
No.
at this point,
No.
he's not even a real director. I put him in the same book that I put fucking Michael Bay in. They're just in it for the money, and for him it's effects, and for Michael Bay it's unnecessary fucking explosions, poorly developed characters, and just murdering old franchises.
Murder.
Was there a point to the Battleship movie?
There was why is Rihanna in that movie?
Let's
That's how bad
Rihanna
that
was
movie
totally
is.
in that movie.
Let's
Random.
let's save that for the summer movie stage.
yeah, let's save that.
Like, we don't care about this movie. Let's just cast anybody.
We got I think about 15 more minutes to kill, so go ahead with. I will now cue the hate.
Let DA lead off on this because he tried to watch the entire Batman Nolan movie series and he was dissecting all this. Let him do it.
My main problem with it is people talk way too perfectly. It's like it's very hard to explain, but they don't talk like normal people.
There's no realism. It's
There's no
heavily
realism.
scripted.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. You
I
realize you're looking at a movie.
Yeah, and I honestly could not stand that because everything was just like, oh, I'm being smarmy. Oh, I'm being condescending. Oh, you. It was just very. I hated that. That was my whole main problem.
You really can't immerse yourself in the Nolan movies. You can't.
You can't.
Also, this going from 2 to 3. You think because all the reviews were it's great except for Batman's voice. You would think that he'd be like, okay, no, come on, tone it down a little bit.
Nope.
This isn't a car.
You would think. That's what I would do. I'd be like, hey, everybody loves it except for this one thing. How about we change the one thing and then everybody loves it?
Nope. Let's
Well, I
make
mean,
that
I think you've already established the theme. It's almost like in that Nolan series, it's like not a cult thing, a touchstone.
Nolan's a joke.
It's like you just see with like you go into the Nolan, so you're like, oh, that Batman, his gravelly voice.
Womp 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 don't.
I'll continue.
No, because you ranted about the whole Batman Begins movie. Come on now.
I don't have enough time for that.
The batarangs being made or whatever.
Okay.
Go for it, man.
Okay.
Trust me, go for it.
Okay, I understand about the whole we're gonna ship this all this crap out to tons of different companies so it can't be traced. I understand that. But
Why was the Batmobile
Morgan Freeman had a tank in his garage. The company knew about the tank. No one said, hey, is that our tank? Where's Morgan Freeman?
There's really, we all know this.
Batman was driving.
That was the other thing that they just brought up in the Dark Knight. The dude was like, all of this shit doesn't make sense. He brings it to Morgan Freeman, I believe. I think it was the Dark Knight he did it in.
Yeah, he
like,
did it.
We've got all of these records about all of this shit that clearly Batman has. What is this? What even is this? And they just kind of like play it off, and it's never mentioned again until the guy goes on TV. And even after that, it just kind of falls off.
How are these employees not realizing
How?
this stuff? How do the people of Gotham not realize this? But
He has a tank.
Who just has a... That was another thing. Why was the Batmobile a tank? Why? It's never been a tank as far as I know.
Hey, why is the Bat, aka the Bat Jet, why is it a hover car?
This is true.
I had a lot of problems.
I mean, that's a simple answer. He's trying to ground it in some realism.
He's trying to ground it in realism.
He's trying to ground it in some type of depression state. Because the Batman movies overall, the Nolan movies, have a very dark and depressing feel to it. But you rarely get that high of, these are the good times. You rarely get that. Like in Marvel movies, you get a lot of times where Peter Parker is just having fun, hanging out with friends, or the Avengers and all this. You get these people just hanging out.
There's just doom and gloom.
There's highs and lows in other superhero movies.
And that's
the Nolan Batmans, it's all lows, and you get like mediums sometimes with these people being smarmy, but it's all a cloud of them just hiding behind something.
But the smarminess isn't...
Well, I mean, isn't that your complaint with Batman in general?
I like the animated series.
This picture.
Well, I mean, the comic, picture. I'm saying, BG.
Oh, I am not a fan of the Batman comic.
Yeah, no, isn't that your complaint about the series, though?
Not at all, because not even counting the golden age of comics, he's always had partners and such, like the Robins and the such and such. They make it all lighthearted, or they make it all
come at me, bro,
kind of fun or whatever.
You want to be starting something?
They bring a sense of humor to the thing and a sense of lightheartedness.
I figured somebody would like that.
So even in those dark times, yeah, you get some bounciness with these side characters, his partners and such.
That's another thing.
Okay.
You don't feel attached to any of the characters in the Batman universe.
That's another problem.
I couldn't get emotionally attached to anybody, not even Bruce himself.
Turned into the Two-Face. I was like, so
really. It was more like finally.
Exactly. Like I was just like, okay, this is Harvey Dent.
Gonna happen.
Clearly, he's gonna be Two-Face. All right, let's just get this shit out. Let's get this whole White Knight shit out.
It was overly dramatized. It was played out, and it didn't. There was no feel. There was no there was no depth. You couldn't.
The Nolan movies lack soul.
I have never felt like, you know, from comic books who the supervillains turn out to be. You know, I have never felt like, come on, just
really? Harvey Dent is Two-Face? I had no idea.
Never felt like, come on, just become this person. We know who you're becoming. I've never felt like, oh, Doc Ock, hurry up and become Doc Ock.
No, he was very interesting.
I was enjoying Doc Ock before he was Doc Ock. I was enjoying Norman Osborn. I enjoyed Loki before he became Loki. I enjoyed all these people before they become who they become. I didn't give a crap about Two-Face. I didn't give a crap about any of these villains. I didn't give a crap about Batman's love interest. I didn't give a crap about Batman.
In Batman Forever, I believe. Hold on, which one was it?
Psychiatrist?
Yes.
In my opinion.
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. With when he was in that relationship with that, just that you felt that you were all right with that, and even in Batman, which one was it? Which one was it with? It was Batman. Just Batman.
Batman Returns. Batman and Selena Kyle.
When Nicholson, when the Joker took what's her name right there in front of him, shot him, and the only thing that saved him was that metal plate in his shirt. That scene, you saw it in what's his name's face, that it was like, oh shit, he took her. I gotta fix this. It's just you felt that. You remember these scenes. They stick with you. Nolan's movies is just okay. I watched that movie.
And
Honestly, I can't remember a single scene
I
from
remember.
Dark Knight right now.
I
I
don't
don't
remember
even.
shit of it.
I
All I
can,
remember
and
from
it's
Batman
because
Begins,
it
Liam Neeson was
pisses
in
me
it.
off to this day, and that's when he jumps out of the building to catch Rachel or whatever her freaking name is, and they
Yeah,
land on that
exactly.
car and they're perfectly fine. But the Joker's still up in there with the other people. He's not doing anything about that.
Because
The
that's
Joker's
smart.
just
I'm
there
just
with
gonna
those
like
people.
abandon all these people. Joker could just blow the whole fucking room up, you know.
later.
Later, niggas, I gotta go say this
I
bitch who's
always
gonna
remember
die
that
like 10
scene.
minutes from now. This bitch
What?
who's gonna die like 10 minutes from now, who's dumping me for Two-Face. Let's do this thing.
Were
Do
they?
this shit, team.
Was he like always prepared for the tank to blow up, and he had a little motorcycle there
I guess
forever?
so.
How does one
He was like, I've been waiting.
think that would happen?
I've been waiting for this day.
How does one prepare for a
Really?
tank blowing up?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a tank.
And this is my biggest problem with the Nolan movies and the Batman in general. I mean, the Nolan Batman in general. Batman doesn't feel like Batman. He feels like gadgets, man. He doesn't feel like the world's greatest
Yeah.
detective. He feels like a guy.
He has done no He did like one thing detective wise throughout all.
And usually he's just
both
using
movies.
gadgets to help him with it. He doesn't feel like, oh, I can see the. No, it's just like, I'm going to use the bat sonar to figure out where all the people are so I can move through this building and beat them. He doesn't feel like Batman.
He doesn't even have that intimidating air about him. Like if I saw that fucking Batman, I'd be like, "Who the fuck, dude? You look like a clown in that."
But
I'd
his
say that
costume
for,
is stupid.
at least for the intimidation slash detectable as an interrogation, was when he hung the cop in Batman Begins.
Wow.
Swear to me. I'm just saying that's an example.
Nolan is a hack
Really?
when it comes to other people's work. Like this.
Nolan needs to never touch Batman again after this. They need to give Batman to somebody who'll do it right.
He already said he wasn't doing the Justice League movie. Thank goodness.
Well, I mean, you say that, but then, dude, he has the fourth highest grossing movie in.
I can't count
Titanic
that.
is number 2, and it was
exactly.
garbage.
Titanic's number 2.
Okay, you say that, but it's a
He
very
doesn't have
popular
the the fourth highest grossing movie. No.
Just because
The
the movie
publicity
made
does.
a ton of
No.
money
Watch
doesn't
this
make it
scene. Watch
Jack
this
and
scene.
Jill. Jack and Jill made 200 million.
Hold on, stop. We're not going on Jack and Jill. Watch this scene, and you tell me that this isn't the way the Joker should have been introduced in any movie. Perfect. This scene, flawless.
Well, we really can't watch it because we're trying to discuss things.
We
That's
have
what I'm saying. I'm trying to remind you of it. It's just that this scene, he's sitting here, and you get a glimpse of his origin. You get a feel for him as what's going on. They built up the character in the whole of like 3 minutes.
Oh my god, I did not like the Heath Ledger Joker.
Really?
This
I
is the
think
Joker.
the only reason I liked him to begin with was because the movie he was surrounded in was just that bad.
I like the way he acted, but it would have been better to me had they not called him Joker.
He didn't have that cocky, smug, arrogant kind of swagger to him that the Joker usually has.
He
That's
wasn't
Nicholson's
playful at all. He was just, I'm gonna do this.
Hey, all right, so guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smear my makeup. I'm gonna tell fucked up stories. I'm gonna blow shit up.
That's the thing. That's what a lot of people just liked the difference. He was just fucking psycho.
But he was just an insane person, not the happy-go-lucky fun.
Joker was always like
the scene that I just posted that was the Joker done right. You actually see the Joker. He's twisted and he's dark, but then in a split second, all of a sudden he's playful. He's dancing. He's just shooting a corpse 8 times just and laughing about it, and it's funny because he's an ass. But you love the scene because he's an ass, and it's funny. Nolan's movies, it's why everybody's like, oh, Heath Ledger's Joker was the best. No, you're being biased because he
who
died.
those people saying they wanted to retire the Joker?
Yeah,
After
everything. No more Joker.
Because-
Comics, movies,
Stop.
TV.
It's been they
That
did
was
it. They did it.
retarded.
They did it. In the new Batman series they're making, the new Batman, it's Batman the Animated Series, basically like a reboot. They're not using the Joker in it at all.
That is
Oh yeah, it's the CG one, right?
Yep. They're not using
It's
Joker.
it's more focused on detective side.
I hope that's the reason, but I mean, they made a point to point out, yep, no Joker.
Well, they don't have a lot of his main villains. They have a lot of his like very obscure villains.
But the thing is, Joker should at least be mentioned or
Always.
have an appearance. Without
Yeah,
Batman, without the Batman, there's no Joker. Without Joker, there's no Batman.
When you
They
think
are
of Batman,
prime.
you
Wait, is
instantly
this
think
is
of
this
Joker.
gonna be the entire series or like a movie?
The entire series.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
If they wanted to do anything, they could have just set this after Arkham City. Since the Joker dies in that one, they could have did a quick mention of that, and they would
I
have
know, but they're not.
basically wrote him out of that.
It's
It writes
just
itself.
so annoying.
Fans.
I think it's just people that soured my opinion on this whole thing.
No, it's not even the
More
people for
so
me.
than because I saw both movies well after the hype of this is the greatest thing ever.
I saw people saying that about the Avengers, and I still love it.
Yeah. Come on, that was just a great movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, The Avengers
It
was a
doesn't have
good
to do
movie
with
though.
the hype.
Like,
It has to do with how well the movie is, and the Nolan Batman movies are not done well. They are not Batman movies.
That's the whole Avengers thing. I want to save that discussion though for after.
I would
But
say it's a great movie because it's a great
We
movie.
barely talked about the new one.
yeah. But,
Expectations.
I have none.
Jolly good.
Like I'm going to
Let's
this
say-
movie with the lowest
say-
expectations possible.
be a good popcorn flick. That's what I expect.
I don't even want to pay for it, to be honest. I would rather go see it with
Just
somebody who's
sneak
going to pay
into
for
it.
my ticket.
I have a theater here that's only $4, so
I'm gonna say it's gonna make at least 800 million,
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
and I'm gonna say I personally am gonna hate this movie.
That's also a fair
But
assessment.
anyone that liked The Dark Knight is gonna love this movie,
Blinded.
even if it's terrible,
Blinded.
simply because they like The Dark Knight
Yeah.
so much. And I believe a lot of people don't legitimately like The Dark Knight. They just
They like the Joker featuring the Dark Knight.
pretty
Or
much.
they feel like they have to say they like it because Heath Ledger died during it. Like, oh, it would be impolite to not like this movie. He died making it.
yeah. I mean this movie's over. I'm looking at The Dark Knight right now. I was kind of curious how much it actually made. It was right over $1 billion.
Yeah. I believe this movie makes about 800 million.
I think
I will-
Avengers is like 2.2 billion. I'm
That's
not sure.
deserved. That is very
Not sure.
deserved.
What
It
Not
is.
true.
Okay.
That entire movie
I know
is made
Dark
worth
Knight
it.
Rises I think already has made I forget it was like 25 or 250 million.
It's probably
On-
closer to 250.
It's on just pre-sale.
Oh, pre-sale, yeah, it's probably 25 million.
And overseas.
No, I think it's more closer to 25 million. I don't think this movie would be any good. Like,
Really.
You know what's another? God, I can't even get into that conversation. I'm
it's
just gonna
close
leave
to 3 hours long. Why? I believe
Because
when I
Kristen-
see it, I'll see why, but why? We know who Batman is, and you can introduce Bane in a good 30, 40 minutes.
I feel like
Why?
he just wants to cram as much into this movie because he knows it's his last time with it. I think that might be the time stamp.
I just
He probably
realized
wants to just.
all three of the movies had someone trying to take down Gotham. Why isn't it more of a contained, like, I just want to punch Batman in his face forever type thing?
That is
I
a
don't-
good point. Because
Honestly, I don't remember the plot of Batman Begins, and I'd be lying if I told you I did.
Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow wanted to release some toxin into the water
Right.
that'll crazy people up.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, I'm going back to Spider-Man. Doc Ock didn't want to take over the city. He didn't want to destroy the city. He just wanted to do his experiment.
That was all he
and he was
wanted.
willing to go through any length to do it. I guess because with something like Batman, where the people don't have these fantastical powers, they need something high stakes, and millions of people's lives is very high stakes. For something like Spider-Man, the first movie, you got a bunch of kids in a elevator or a crate or whatever it was, and Mary Jane, and it's like 21 people, but it's, you can feel for that. But with something like
I'd rather
Batman,
feel for 20 people than just like, oh, it's 100,000 random faceless people.
Like when they were talking about blowing up the church, not the hospital, in Batman fucking Dark Knight, I was like, I don't care. Blow
Do
it up.
it.
Maybe that'll make me feel something about this movie if he blows up a bunch of people and they carry out like a burnt child corpse and they slow like the arm fall down. That'll make me feel something about this movie.
I personally actually like the scene a lot where he's walking out of the
Well, yeah, that's nice
explosion.
cinematography, but like as to feel something, nothing. It's just like, oh, explosions. That's pretty cool.
I laughed just because his face when he's coming out, it's just this like stupid grin, just like. But we've gone over a half hour, so I think.
Can I
go
just
ahead.
say? Can I say one thing about this movie?
Sure.
They can only do one of two things, or both, to make me kind of enjoy this movie, which would be either break Batman's back or introduce Robin. Not even Robin himself. Maybe like just a Tim Drake that's like, I'm an upstart police officer. I want to make a difference type of a thing. And just
Wasn't
leave
it-
it on a cliffhanger.
Well, Dick Grayson was the first Robin, wasn't he?
I don't
Yep.
care.
Yeah,
I
but I
don't
mean,
care.
that to do Dick Grayson, they'd have to do his whole family thing.
Yeah.
No,
True.
like you said, he can just leave it on a cliffhanger. They don't need to get into the backstory of him. They can just say, if Bruce Wayne is, let's say he's done being Batman, and or even Batman comes and sees the local police force or whatever, and he's getting some type of medal. Tim Drake. Just hearing the name.
Yeah, one of those two things, and it will be passable for me. Otherwise, screw it.
I just don't even care about the movie. Like I really don't. Like I'm kind of bummed I haven't seen the new Spider-Man yet, but I just don't give a fuck about Batman. He's just
Yeah,
I just want to see it just to form an opinion, so I can know what people are talking about, and
I'm
I
just
can
gonna
say
wait till
you are wrong.
I'm honestly just gonna wait until it comes out on Blu-ray, and then I'm gonna download it for free because I'm not paying money for this movie. I've just decided that. If somebody decides to pay for me a ticket to go, I'll go then. But other than that, no, this movie is not getting any of my money.
Alrighty, we will end it there with the immense hatred from Alex.
But yeah,
Man,
so
sucks.
we're doing this to like in celebration of the fact that it's being made. But I mean, this is our honest opinion. We're just being honest about it, people.
Yeah, no, not just. I just can't be.
It's
yeah.
not just we love it. Nolan's amazing. It's biased. No, it's just this is how we feel. This is how it is. If you like, we like it. Lone likes it. The rest of us don't. There you go.
Simple
Alrighty,
difference of
so
opinions.
we will actually be talking about what we've seen, and we'll also be talking about like Spider-Man, Avengers, Battleship, and a lot of the blockbusters that have come out,
Next
or big
week.
summer movies, next week. So until then, children, see you then.
Later.